Hi, Ma, good morning. In the earlier session, we have seen the duration. What is meant by duration and what is the time taken to complete the project. So let us repeat that part, Ma, because it is most important to continue the further parts. So what is meant by project duration? So nothing but how much time will it take to complete the project is nothing but the project duration. So project duration is nothing but what, buddy? Project duration. How much time the project will take to complete the project is nothing but project completion time. Okay. So, for example, there is a project. In the project, there are three activities: A, B, and C. There are three activities, and the duration taken by them is 5, 7, and 3. The total duration is 15 days. Is the minimum time taken, okay, to complete the project. Next, sir, for example, as the number of days for the activity A is 7, should we draw a larger line? No, it is just representation. And it is not a time scale. So you need not take scale and make some sort of measurements and draw a larger or bigger line for a activity B and a small line for C and bigger line for A. It is not that correct. Just we are representing the activities within durations and all. Okay. So duration taken to complete the project in this case is 15 days. But however, our scenarios won't be in this way. If it, as this is simple, we can proceed further. But our real scenarios will be different. Okay. Let us see that. Okay, for example, we are having this diagram. I have drawn the diagram. Now, what is the duration to complete the so what are first we need to identify what is the starting point and what is the ending point. We need to identify that. After that, from the starting point to reach the ending point, what are the number of ways? What are the number of ways we need to identify? And we should do write down those paths. In this scenario, what are the ways, ma? In this scenario, what is scenario, buddy? First, from here we are starting now, and like this one way. Okay, and the second way is like this. Okay, third way is like this, and the fourth way is like this. So what is this like this? So I will write down the ways where how many ways are there to approach the end point, and after that I will tell how to calculate the project duration in this scenario. Okay, you will get more clarity while calculating while seeing this part. Okay, so now see, buddy, in this case, what are the ways? Sorry, ma. What are the ways to reach the end point? So what are the ways, buddy? From A, we are going to where, ma? C. From C, we are going to E. And from E, we are going to Z. And from Z, we are going to H. And from H, we are going to L. This is one path. So the path is clear now. I'm repeating again, ma. From A, we are going to C. So, and from C, we are going to E. From E, we are going to Z. And from Z to H, H to L. This is one path. Okay. So next, after writing down the path, so let us write all the paths. What are the possible paths? And after that, we can find the duration. Okay. So next, what is the buddy? So the next one will be B, D, sorry, A, C, E, G, I, K. Okay, na? So next path will be what, buddy? I'm writing the next part now. A, C, E, G. And the last two are varying. That is I and K. These are the two paths. So there is third path also. What is third path, ma? The third path is that B, D, F, G, H, L. Okay, let us write down the third path, ma. The third path is B, D, F, G, and H, L. Similarly, we are having fourth path also. Sir, what is fourth path, sir? The fourth path is from here B, D, F, G, I, and K. The same way we have done for the second path, na? Similarly, we are going with the fourth path. So let us write down the fourth path also, ma. B, D, F, G, I, and K. So these are the four paths we are having. So now, so after done, we are done with the four paths. Normally, we feel that as the total. So total time to complete the project will be 2 plus. In the earlier session, I have done na? In the earlier part like this. Then this diagram. Just I have added the total durations. The same way, if I add all that, 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 4, 11. Okay, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 6, 21, 21 plus 5, how much more? 26, 26 plus 5, 31, 31 plus 3, 34. These are the days, all the activities I have done. So time taken for all the activities to complete will be the project duration. If I'm telling like that, it is wrong. It's a big blunder. You know? So why it is a big blunder and all, I will tell ma. But as of now, first what we need to do after drawing the diagram, we need to identify from the starting event to the ending event, what are the number of ways to reach? Okay. From the starting event, the ending event, what are the ways to go? Ways to go, we have to identify. Okay, in this way, there are ways now. From starting to the ending. From here to here, what are the alternative paths I am having? So in this way, I have identified the four alternative paths. Okay. After identification, what I have to do, buddy? I have to calculate the time taken for each activity. For example, A, C, E, G, H, L. I will tell the calculation for this, and for remaining, you have to calculate. Okay. So A, for A, 2 mark. For C, 3. I will write down that part also so that you can get more clarity. For A, it is 3. For C, it is how much, buddy? Sorry, A, for it is 2. For A, it is 2 mark. For C, it is 3. For E, it is how much, buddy? 4. For G, it is how much more? 5. For H, it is 2. And for L, it is 1. I have written the time taken for the activities. So now you need to calculate the sum of them. In the same way, for A, C, F, I'll write one. For A, it is 2. For C, it is 3. For E, it is 4. For G, it is 5. For I, how much more? 3. And for K, it is 2. Okay. For B, how much, buddy? 5, 1, 6, 5, 2, 1. 5, 1, 6, 5, 3, 2. I have written down the entire duration for all the activities. Now we need to calculate the sum of this separately. Okay, now we have to calculate the sum. What is the sum of them? Okay, now what is the sum of first one, ma'am? 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, how much, buddy? 9. 9 plus 5, how much, buddy? 14. 14 plus 3, how much, ma'am? 17. For the path 1, this is the path 1, na? For path 1, the total of the durations is 17. Similarly, we have to calculate for path 2, path 3, and path 4. For path 2, 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 5, how much, buddy? 14. 14 plus 5, ma? It is 19. 14 plus 5. Next, buddy. 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus 5, 17. 17 plus 3, 20. Okay. Next, for last one. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 6, 12. 12 plus 5, 17. 17, 3, 20, 22. So after that, calculating what we have to do, sir. So we have done the activities. We have written the number of paths from here to from here. What are the alternative ways to reach? For example, buddy, if you want to go to Bangalore from Hyderabad, what are the alternative paths we are having? Okay, now, after that, we identify the number of paths. In the same way, we have identified the paths where we are having. The next, buddy, automatically for activity do A, what is the duration? We have written down. And for C, for E, for G, for H, and for L. The summation of these durations is being written here. Okay. After finding the durations, till here, okay, Nama? Okay. So after calculating the sum of the duration, we need to identify the highest duration. What we have to identify, buddy? Highest duration. Here of these, which is the highest, ma? Which is the highest, buddy? 22 is the highest. 22 the highest. Okay. The highest time or maximum duration of all the paths, among all the paths, which path has maximum duration is nothing but our projected duration. Maximum duration we are having na, of all the ways, which is the maximum, but 22 is the maximum. This will be the project duration. This will be the minimum time. Maximum duration taken from all the paths will be the minimum duration of the project. Okay, I'm repeating the sentence again. After calculating all the paths, we have to identify the highest path duration. that will be the project duration. Okay, now that will be the project duration. So you got it now? So let us see, buddy. So 34 days is wrong, ma. So 22 days is our project duration. So what are the paths we are having, buddy? There are four paths: 17, 19, 20, and 22. So now of that minimum duration for the project, what is the minimum duration for the project? He's telling the minimum duration for the project. So minimum time taken to complete the project he's telling. So what is that one, buddy? The maximum time is the minimum duration. 1 second, ma. Okay. Sorry for the screen disturbance, buddy. So what is, buddy? The maximum duration. The maximum duration is nothing but the minimum duration of the project. So you are clear now? So if you are telling it is 17, then we are wrong. Okay, now. So here you have to understand this properly, buddy. What is the minimum duration for the project? He's asking. Okay, of the four times, which is the highest one? 22 is the highest. That will be the minimum duration. Below that, we cannot do a project. Normally, below that, we cannot do a project. Okay, more than that also, it is not correct. The correct duration will be what, buddy? What is the minimum duration for the project, mom? The highest one we are getting of all the paths will be the minimum duration. Is it clear? Okay. Now, so this sentence is very important, ma. Minimum duration of the project is equal to maximum time taken to complete a sequence. A path or some we have shown the four paths now. Of the four paths, the highest duration, maximum time is nothing but that one. Okay, this will be the critical path. The project duration after we are getting now, this is also known as the critical path. Why it is critical, sir? If you alter anything, any one of the that paths, or if you may make some sort of delay of the alter that path, for example, in our case, as 22 is the maximum duration, so this will be the project duration. That is 22 is our project duration, ma. Okay, and this is the critical path. Of why it is called critical path, ma? Because among these activities, if you delay any activity, among these activities, if you delay any activities, the project will get delayed. You should not delay any activity of this path. Okay, so you are done with this one now. Let us take a break, ma. Till here, please, practice once, buddy.